I don't want to
So-
say anything nasty about anybody online, so
Yeah,
I'm ready.
So
to
here we are again. Let's go overhead. Character choices. What were you thinking here? You were
I,
getting rid of Insider and grabbing more stuff.
I would like to buy Disbelief Soak -2.
All right, that's a great choice.
Yeah, I didn't want to buy Monster Hunter, but it's becoming more. I think I really need
It might be essential to survival.
it might actually help out a lot. This is the second supernatural menace I've had to fight.
Just in case. Let's see. I believe EHH went ahead and bought something as well, and I gave him thumbs up, so everything's good there. Hugo and Theta, were there any changes you want to go over before we start?
Nope.
I don't think so. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Maybe I should turn in some of my benefits for some XP. I mean, I did buy fighting skills last time, so
Okay.
I'm not sure what else I should be working on.
It's always a good question.
Yeah, and I only have 3 XP, which is one less than I would need for even a skill mark.
So I have 4 right now, but I haven't turned in any of my benefits that you've. And I don't even know if some of them are like, do we still need to be insider with Eastwood locals?
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
anything?
If you don't care about that community or don't think you'll ever go back, get rid of it. If you want to
Okay.
involve it more in the story, keep it and try to make it work.
Keeping
guess
in
the other
mind, in
question-
fact, that I still have the goal to take care of the entity, which means going back at some point.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's true. However, the only question I ask is, I don't know if you want to answer it or not. Are we still going to be dealing with Timothy and Martin?
They're still characters.
Okay.
And I think Theta even specifically wants to keep interacting with them right now.
Yeah, I have to go back and talk to Tom. I mean, not Tom. Damn you, Harry Potter. I mean, what do you have that you could sell back with them?
I have +1 favor.
That's not something you can sell back. Unless
I can't
I'm
sell that back.
no, not unless I really misunderstand how favor works.
Yeah, opinion dice are just things people have of you. But having insider is specifically having favor and just getting to roll d12 with anything you do with them.
No,
I got
you can be
Okay,
an
so then-
insider with people who hate you.
Yes.
I got you.
It gives you a bonus D12 in any of your interactions with them. It's what we call in the book a light gift. It's also like, a built-in reputation because, if you want a positive reputation, you can keep it. Most
Right.
people don't keep them.
But the thing is that we only have opinion dice with them. As far as I know, we don't have any gifts related to them, so there's nothing to sell back
Right.
there.
And over time, these dice are going to dwindle. I've been keeping most of the opinion on ice just because I want them to happen at least once first. But I'll probably should start dwindling them real
I mean,
soon.
I've gone back to talk to them multiple times. Remember, I spent an entire night with them.
Yeah.
Well, usually they dwindle when the chapter rolls over, and the chapter actually hasn't rolled over yet because you said it didn't roll over.
Oh, okay. The way I read it, assumed every session you would redo it or something. But yeah,
Every chapter is usually you reset, you change them every chapter is when you do it.
Okay,
It
that would
says they
make
dwindle
sense.
over time because you could roll ones with them, and then they would.
So we're gonna get to up to d12s with a couple cults then for sure. So I guess everyone happy with their changes right now?
Yeah, I think
I'll
I'm
go
good.
ahead and
I'm
begin.
going to hold on.
Got it. All right, so let me go ahead and find my little blurb here. Oh, whoops, I forgot to put that into a handout. I'll do that on the fly in a bit. First of all, welcome back everyone to Urban Jungle. I'm Griffin, your host. Our game here is one of noir, intrigue, deception, and Grand Theft Auto. Taking place in the year 1923 in a city we all call Trikoga, full of gangsters, magicians, and populated by animal people. Here playing some of those people are our players, ready to introduce themselves. So Theta, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I am Dante, the original. I am a famous sloth magician. My personality is mercurial. My motto is I always have a plan, and I currently have the goals of find William Breakstone and take care of the entity once and for all. And
Good,
always
good.
talk like Dracula.
All right, joining us next is EHH.
Hi, I'm James Green. I'm a Deer Knight debunker. My my motto is there's got to be a logical explanation for this, and I'm trying to make my name for myself as a debunker. And I have yet to find if a supernatural event is true or false.
All right. And joining us, who needs to join the Roll20 server, Hugo.
Hi, my name is Zamek, and I am a cat person. And my motto is the sun will come out tomorrow. And my goal is to find out. Well, actually, I think I found that out already. Figure out what caused my bad luck. And yeah, we don't have any other goals outside of that right now, do we?
I believe you had all resolved to take the group goal to find Claudia's missing friend.
Gotcha. Okay. Somehow, you know what? This Google Doc seems to be okay. Never mind. Don't worry. I got it.
Okay, and last but not least, of course, Rafferty.
Hello, I am playing Claudia Greathouse, aka the Woman in Black. I am a rich fox masked vigilante. And my motto is justice tempered by mercy. Do we have a name for Claudia's missing friend?
William Breakstone.
Oh, right. That's my goal.
Yeah, you're Claudia.
Oh, derp. No, I was confusing with Claudia Harvey, who was an NPC. Remember?
Yes.
There was another one? Okay.
Yeah, my friend.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been searching for William Breakstone. I don't know what to do. I'm all exasperated about it. So much so that I've decided that criminals are a cowardly, superstitious lot. I dress up in a funny costume and beat them up.
But you do have some leads, and of course, today, football is in. So that'll give you a little bit of news for today, session 7. And to recap, where we last had left off, our heroes encountered a terrifying tigress armed with tomahawks and a terrifying axe. Dante was dragged into the tunnels beneath the rubble of the cabin in the woods, and his friends gave pursuit after recovering from being supernaturally terrified. Below, they found Dante's childhood friend, in terrible condition but still alive, just in time for them to be drawn into a sadistic arena. Claudia fought valiantly but could not hold her own against the huntress. Green managed to free everyone from the pit. Dante freed a young child, Claudia Harvey, on his way out, and Zamek performed the ritual that would allow all of the tormented captives to leave without fear of reprisal from the dark, spider-like entity of the woods. After recovery and a breakfast discussion, the team coalesced around the idea of learning of and stopping the dark forces arising within the city, beginning now with the mystery of the missing William Breakstone. So as it stands, all of you are around the Claudia Greathouse's dining table, if I last recall.
Yeah, because we were about to break up. Because remember, Claudia and I were going to go talk to the lawyer.
Yeah,
Don't remember.
I'm not sure what everybody else was going to do.
Yeah, I don't forget.
Yep, that was going to be my question. There was lawyers, Albert Harvey, and obviously the estate itself to go visit. And you guys did have those choices.
I think me and someone else was going to check out the estate.
That'd be James Green is the only one not going anywhere just right yet now.
Then there we go.
Okay.
All right.
I also think Timothy is robbing banks.
Not just yet, but let's go ahead and start off with a visit to the lawyers. The Snow and Sons Law Office, in the middle of Tricoga, up a nice tower, at least 15 floors up by elevator. And when you arrive, their name is emboldened in gold on their windowed door. And when you knock, of course, one of the younger ones comes up to greet you and says, "Hello there, I'm Albert Snow. Pleasure to meet you. New clients, please come on in. Come on in."
Yeah, I was thinking at first, wow, one of the senior partners came to meet me. Oh wait, I forgot, I'm rich.
Well, who else comes all the way up here in the middle of the day? Definitely not anyone without any money.
Well, I'm here with Dante the original. Perhaps you've heard of him.
Have I? I think I've seen
the king of the magicians,
flyer.
the magician of kings.
No, that's Pytor. You always think
wait.
of the wrong guy.
Yeah,
Wait.
Pytor. I love that guy.
Oh, wait, who are
Oh
you
man,
then?
he's got to be the most famous magician of all.
Oh,
I am famous.
He's the king of magicians, the magician of kings. Haven't you heard?
You have heard of me. You know, I'm just gonna start erasing that from people's minds.
remember, he has a carload of effects, but you have a truckload of effects.
A stolen truckload of effects.
Don't say they're stolen from Lawyer.
Multiple stolen truck.
We've got client
Hey,
privilege.
No, listen, we salvaged them. We
don't-
salvaged them.
That only works if he hires us. Anyway, look,
No, he
I'm
doesn't
gonna say
hire
we've
us.
already
We
done the
hire
trade.
him.
Mr. Snow, I'm making some inquiries. It's come to my attention that your law office is managing the estate of William Breakstone, and I'm
Oh, you must be Miss, and he like snaps his fingers a few times. Miss Greathouse, right?
that's correct.
Your detective was here earlier.
I'm
Earlier yesterday.
yes. I'm not surprised. I was hoping you could give me some more details about what's going on with Mr. Breakstone. He hasn't answered any of his calls or other inquiries, and apparently, Snow and Sons is custodians of the estate, which would imply that he's like, he's giving you power of attorney, and you've invoked it somehow. And I'm here if you can give us any more details about it. I knew Breakstone for many years. He's my only living friend.
Oh dear. Well, I only saw him about 3 weeks ago. I didn't even think he had really disappeared. I could go get his will if you want, and we could go over that and a couple of the documents he left us for carrying it out.
Griffin, can you bring up that last text document that you showed us before?
Which one?
The one with all the notes on it that he had written?
The Journal of William Breakstone. Yes, right here. It is all the way down in handouts and evidence.
Yeah, I still have my I have a copy right here.
The problem is that I remember we're coming here for a reason, and it's written in the journal, and I just can't remember the reason because
Well,
we're
the
2
first
weeks out.
question, I'm going to start with the most logical question, which is like, I would want to see Mr. William Breakstone. Is he alive or dead? Can you tell me that?
Well, your detective came in and said that he had in fact gone missing. But like I said, I saw him 3 weeks ago, and he's
What?
as pale as ever. 3 weeks ago?
You remember
Is
they
he living on the estate?
he sat down and did paperwork with him.
I didn't happen to ask him. Ray actually took care of that. He came in and looked rather pale, to be honest, but he never really looked in good shape anytime I've seen him, so I thought nothing of it. He had a short chat with Ray in his office over there, and after that said farewell. Normally, I would handle his phone calls, actually. But after that week, I didn't hear from him again.
Well, we are the plutocracy. We'll be invincible to 1929 and beyond.
Yeah, I told Ray about it, and he just instructed that the call hadn't come through. That was that.
That doesn't make any sense. Breakstone's alive. I must see Ray at once. Is he here?
Yes, he's in his office. He's a little bit busy, but you're wearing a fancy outfit, right?
Of course I'm wearing a fancy outfit.
Absolutely. Okay, it's like I'll go knock on the door and just see if he has a moment for you, Miss.
Excellent. I will now, as is appropriate in 1920s, I will sit in the vaulted waiting room and smoke a cigarette.
Ah, yes. Please also enjoy the complimentary coffee.
Complimentary cigarettes.
Yes. They're good for you, you know.
Menthols. I've come a long way, baby.
And after a few minutes, of course, you are invited back by Albert to come and see Ray. It's like, Miss Greathouse, it's a pleasure to meet you. I understand you're one of Breakstone's friends.
Yes, I won't take up too much of your time. Mr. Breakstone's become quite the recluse. Can you tell me what's going on? Is he okay? Is something wrong?
Let me go over my notes here because I wrote it out, but I assumed a different initial question. Well, I'm not sure, honestly, at this point anymore. You seem to be very certain he's not missing, but your detective came in here yesterday and asserted that he was.
Well, you said he
I
came in 3 weeks ago. Where is he living? Is he at the estate?
I haven't seen him in quite that long, but I don't know where he's living at the moment. Some time ago,
Wait a
in
minute,
his
Mr.
will,
Snow said.
actually.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Mr. Snow said you saw him 3 weeks ago.
Did he? I suppose he must be mistaken. My son always has a bit of memory like that.
Hmm.
Let me see.
Hmm.
This is explained in the will.
I would say something nasty about nepotism, but it's the 1920s, and so yeah.
But yes, quite honestly, I haven't heard in his months, and given his disappearance, I am too afraid for his safety. I already started working off of parts of his will, and I gave the journal over to your detective when he showed me his pay stub from you.
Well, then who did you see 3
check.
weeks ago?
I'm sorry?
I said, who did you see 3 weeks ago?
Well, let me go ahead and check my client book here. And he'll go ahead and pull out a book, and he'll start rattling off.
I'm going to pause here a moment and wonder, what kind of lawyer? Remember we were talking about attorney-client privilege? What kind of lawyer just tells some random person off the street their appointment? It's really weird.
Oh, you wouldn't know them anyway.
Okay, I would like to scrutinize now. This is going to be hilarious because I'm going to scrutinize the lawyer when he tells me he hasn't seen Breakstone and his son's mistaken. I want to try and tell if he's lying to me, which uses the skill of questioning and is resisted by the lawyer's deceit.
All right, so I want you to go ahead and roll me that questioning.
Does the lawyer have a deceit stack?
Yes.
On questioning him on the matter, he goes,
I only have one success. He only needs to roll 2 successes to blow me up.
Yeah. On the questioning, he sort of shakes his head, and you can see that there's some genuine confusion in him. It's like, no, I don't remember seeing him at all. It says here in his will that he would take some phone calls, but they didn't matter anymore, I suppose.
So you've not seen Mr. Breakstone. Well, who's maintaining his estate if he hasn't been seen in months?
Well, that's a good question. He left quite a lot of papers with us, but the only real beneficiary he's listed upon these was you, Miss Greathouse.
What?
It says here in the he'll pull out the will from the table and go, yes. It says that in his disappearance, which would be noted by the lack of phone calls to our office per weekly, that much of his estate and fortune would go to you. Or at least the parts that he owned, rather than his family at large.
Blink.
Which would include the estate here in Trikoga itself.
Crap. Now if he dies, I'm the #1 suspect for murder. I'm just gonna. Wow, that's astounding. But I mean, I'm just wondering.
No, they wouldn't. They would just assume you two were having an affair.
It will take some time for these papers to go through. You understand. We have to do a few more things, but we will get your signature and have them finished off by the end of the month. And he sort of trails off a little bit, on the condition that he doesn't.
So he's being declared dead? Is there a corpus?
Well, there hasn't been, but I'm presuming that there will be soon. Your detective said that he would register the disappearance with the police, so I assumed that he would have partially handled the matter. I'm just preparing for the eventuality. You see, I still have to carry out his will.
Isn't his family disputing this?
We haven't actually been in contact with the family, and his will specifically says to not bother them about this matter, merely to assume he is dead if we did not receive the calls from him.
I'm overcome by a multitude of powerful emotions.
Confusion.
I will sign whatever paperwork you need me to sign, and then I suppose we can conclude this grim business.
Of course, of course. Here, I'll need you to sign this one, this, and he'll guide you through the process for a little bit. And at the end, he'll go ahead and pull out a small keyring as well. And go, this is one of the few things he left here, along with the journal.
Wait, you're automatically you're surrendering his personal effects to me now instead of in a few weeks?
That's what the will says. He told me, under privilege. In the case of his disappearance, this is what he wanted to happen.
This gears are grinding in my head. This is the start of every horrible Call of Cthulhu story. I'll accept the key. What does this open?
I believe that looks like oh, I'm sorry, my mind just kind of branked. I believe that would be the key to the Breakstone estate.
The master key. Huh. Well, thank you, Mr. Snow. I wish we could have met under less cloudy circumstances.
Surely it's a sad day to hear him go. He was always such an anxious person every time I've met him.
Well, he's the ending of his story is yet to be written. Thank you.
I'll be sure to call you if there's anything more that we need to handle or return to you now, given his status.
We'll be in touch.
Are you done, Mrs. Black?
I suppose we're finished here.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes. Dante, was it?
Yes. Be a dear for me. I guess you can't use that terminology. And can't be a deer. Unless you are one.
It's still fine. Turns of phrases are okay.
Right.
Don't have a cow.
Look into my eyes.
You're using powers. Go ahead and give me the roll. And does he need to make an opposition?
This for hypnosis. You resist with mind, will, deceit, and presence.
Well,
in other
he
words,
is a lawyer, so I'm going to say he has both of those, honestly.
Yeah,
but
he
doesn't
does.
have better than D6s.
Lawyers are the hardest people to hypnotize.
But you did get one over on him.
A minor character who
so
fails this role immediately becomes hypnotized, unless he's a major character.
He is not. He is a lawyer.
Alright, he stands around in a daze. I can ask him questions, and he'll respond as best as he's able to, always telling the truth.
Okay.
Is everything you just said the truth? They may reveal truths they don't know themselves.
No, I gotta think about how he responds, like, everything that I said was truthful at the time I said it.
Well, also, the other thing I was about to say is, such as details that they were compelled to forget because of other mesmerisms.
Yeah,
there you go. When you add that caveat, he goes, I recall a similar feeling 3 weeks ago when I met with William Breakstone.
Gasp! I'll clutch my pearls. I'm wearing pearls because I have a fancy outfit.
Who was in your presence when you felt this feeling?
William Breakstone.
And he alone.
That's correct.
I can't believe a lawyer was duplicitous towards me.
One second. Something else I gotta check here. Did Mr. Breakstone mention who his friends wanted him to meet?
No, but he said that they were waiting outside for him.
And when you left, did you see anybody outside?
I recall a large individual, maybe a badger.
How
They
big?
didn't come in.
If you had to estimate size, weight, color, clothing, vehicle...
6'2", 280 pounds. Clothing, possibly shabby. Brown in coloration. It was through the glass there, which is clouded for privacy. I didn't get a good look at his face.
What were you doing when you've had this feeling come over you?
I was just concluding business with William Breakstone.
And then you felt this feeling. Do you believe that you forgot something, or that you were compelled to do something?
William Breakstone told me to forget about this, and that the phone calls weren't important anymore. I suppose I forgot to take care of the will because I forgot how important the phone calls were.
This confuses me, because you were just told that the will was for you. When was the original will made that you gave to Mrs. Black?
Wait, Mrs. Black? You mean Greathouse?
No, he just gave. He just read out the last will to Mrs. Black, didn't he?
I'm Miss Greathouse.
Wait, are you Mrs. Great? Sorry, I call you Mrs. Black because I thought your name was Claudia Black, which is now I recognize the actress, the actress from Farscape. Whatever.
Yeah.
The woman in
All right,
black.
so-
I thought you were just thinking a play, Claudia Black. Whatever. Okay, Mrs. Greatstone. Great house.
William came to me to create this will about 2 months ago. I believe that he was feeling particularly anxious at that time. As most people do when they come in for their wills.
So, Mr. Breakstone had you make a will 2 months ago declaring Mrs. Greathouse the sole inheritor of his fortune? Estate? Is that
his
correct?
possessions within his family.
That's correct.
Yes.
And then 3 weeks ago, he started working on a new will, and then told you to forget about it.
He didn't work on a new will. We only talked.
Yes, but you just told me that he told you to forget about it.
Correct.
What is it that he told you to forget about?
To forget about the phone calls.
The
That were
phone
essential and part of the will.
the phone calls to who?
To
From him
Breakstone.
to our law office to prove that he was still alive.
Yeah, remember
Very
earlier
happy.
I asked if he'd seen Breakstone, and he made up some story that he hadn't.
No, I understand what I'm supposed to remember, but he was told this lawyer to forget it, and I'm trying to figure out why he told them to forget it if they were already
That's a
public knowledge.
really good question. I'm not sure he knows, though.
Well, he was there during it, and during the hypnosis is the only time I can get him to say the things that he's supposed to forget. So,
No, I mean, I know Breakstone came in here and told him to forget that he'd seen it. The real question of why Breakstone did that, only Breakstone would know.
right, but the only evidence that I can gather in this instance is the things that happened around it that might give us a clue to that scenario from this guy.
Well, apparently he's got a friend who's a large badger. I think we've got quite a bit to go on. If you've got questions, you can ask them. The next step.
I mean, do you have any suggestions to questions?
I do, but not for this lawyer.
Okay.
And this probably isn't going to last that much longer, too. We only get him for a scene.
Yeah, but a scene lasts as long as we're here, so...
Well, yeah, but you should probably, while he's under hypnosis, tell him to forget they just, unless you want to steal some stuff while you're here.
I see no reason.
Testing.
I can hear you. Why, were you saying something we couldn't hear you? Griff, can you hear us?
Alright, test 2. Okay, things seem to have settled down. I appear to have had a large blip after you said, I don't have any questions for the lawyer.
I didn't say that!
Or I last heard Claudia say something to that effect.
The lawyer is hacking you.
So yeah, he hacked me at the last second, so I missed the last minute.
No,
So
we were just
uh,
going over what maybe we could pull from this, and if we had any further questions, and then...
Yeah, I agree with you that it's weird, but I think Breakstone or his companion would know more about why they're ensorceling the lawyer to make him forget about certain.
And yet you don't think it's weird that your friend knew mesmerism.
I think that's incredibly weird, but I don't think hassling this poor lawyer is going to get the same.
Well, I mean, he's
Plus, if you guys remember from the journal entry, there's this guy named Chikovic that they were supposed to meet after he meets the lawyer.
Yeah, no, it's what we just discovered, that he's a giant badger.
Well, we don't know. We know he came here with a badger, and we know he talks.
Okay, sure, it's entirely possible that the badger was the bodyguard for whoever, but the badger is our only lead in that respect.
Right. No, but we have a couple leads now. Plus, also, he gave us the key to the house, which means I don't have to break into the house to go look at it.
Is the key
Even
real?
though I think that's what me and James are doing as you guys are talking.
Right, but I'm
We're about
asking
to go rabbit
the
hole.
lawyer right now. Is everything that you gave Mrs. Greathouse on the level? I don't know if that's
yes,
slang
everything
for...
that's in the will has been given to her at this point.
No, I mean, is
aside
it
from the
all...
papers?
Is it all real? Is it all factual? Will it all check out? Not a trap. Anything of that nature.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't.
Yeah, remember, he wouldn't necessarily know it's a trap.
All right, cluck like a chicken. All right, I'm done. Snaps fingers.
Wow, Character's got nothing on you.
He goes ahead and taps his cigarette into his ashtray and goes, well, thank you for your time. Tell Ray to send in the next client. I mean, Albert to send in the next client.
After we get outside, I'm gonna have to, get a fair distance away from the office. I'll say it to Dante. That's amazing. You just directly influenced his mind through nothing more but the power of your will.
Yes. Remember, always for good.
So this key is supposed to open the Breakstone Manor, right?
That's what we were told.
That
Doesn't
me
appear
and
to be a
James
skeleton
that
key.
that
But
me and James
Breakstone's
are
still
currently trying to
alive.
break into.
Yeah, he could be leading us into something.
Well, to
We
the best
better-
of his knowledge, he was not. And he was there for the meeting, and was told to forget it, and yet there was nothing in the meeting worth forgetting.
No, it's more like Breakstone. Breakstone doesn't want me to know, or wants anyone else to know that he's still alive. So he wants to will the estate to me, so I can inherit it.
It sounds
But
like
he might be still alive.
It sounds like he intentionally triggered his own dead man switch.
Yeah, and it's like, why would he want me to inherit this? Unless there's an unfathomable horror in the basement and he wants to expose me to it.
Or, there has to be some sort of clue in the house. That's why he gave you a key to the house. At the same time, I don't know how that prevents them from breaking into the house to get whatever they're trying to find.
Well, it's very suspicious, but since we sent them to break into the house, I should probably get home and sit by the phone in case they call. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm going to go. Do you want me to drop you off somewhere?
No, remember your butler is fixing my clothes because I got heavily injured and ruined a lot of my fancy outfits.
Well, my butler wouldn't be fixing it. I sent that to him, so we can stop by the.
What do you mean? You don't have an entire wing of your house dedicated to making your new clothes?
What? Your butler's not your seamstress at the same time?
We traditionally don't keep the sweatshop on the premises. We put those in the city.
Next
You're not really
thing-
understanding how doctors work.
Next thing you're gonna tell me is that he didn't raise you from a young age after your parents died.
Oh, totally not. I
Oh
hired
no, the
that guy
parents
when
died later on.
Yeah, I hired that guy when I came back a couple weeks ago. He doesn't know battlefield medicine or the location of my secret cave.
But he has seen you mess around with crazy things and let you melt marble bust. So it sounds like the two of you are heading back to the estate then.
We'll get our affairs in order, and I'm heading back to the estate because I have to.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop Dante off at the tailor's.
All right, so the two of you are out, and we go to the Breakstone Estate. Let me go ahead
All
and
right,
drag this over.
where me and James are standing in front of, I assume, the overgrown and rather ominous hedgerow fence with the ornate metal steel, gated thing with the padlock in the front.
Pictured
How
none
do you
of that.
know? It's like you're reading my notes right now. But yes, you arrive at the Breakstone Estate, a nice little mansion towards the edge of the city, with a black iron gate around the premises, and well, it definitely looks like no one's been here for a while. Between the gate and the house is a lush green yard, healthy but untamed. The grass has grown to be nearly 2 feet high, and weeds have taken to the front garden. The sounds of insects among the grass is vivid and loud, but there is a stone path leading up to the front door and garage that provides a bite-free way up to the house.
All right, I walk up to the gate and I tap the padlock, and I go to James. I'm like, "Do you ever learn how to pick a lock?"
Of course not.
And I go, me neither. All right, I guess it's over the fence we go.
All right, so I believe it will be speed athletics to try to vault a fence unless you have another option you'd like to present. Sighing is a good
Wait a
option.
minute. How about this? I'm probably a little bit more dexterous than you, James. So let me do it, and then I can assist you.
Okay.
All right, so you'll hop to the
I
top of the fence, lean down, and try to pick him up. So go
right.
ahead and go first.
And you said speed, body, athletics, right?
Yeah, speed, body, athletics makes sense.
Let me just double check something. Speed, body, athletics. Awesome. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay.
All right,
you go.
with ease, and you hop straight to the top of the fence, and
Like a cat.
yeah, go straight up to the top, and mantle the top of it, and reach down to pick up James Green. So James Green, go ahead and give me body, speed, and athletics to try to go up there with him. And you can roll an extra d8, but you got one success, which is good enough with his help. And you pull each other over the fence, hop down into the grass, which provides a nice soft landing. Together, you are now inside the front yard.
All right. So I take a quick scan around the area. I'm assuming it's basically, it looks abandoned and overgrown.
That's correct. You do see the main front door, and you do see a garage off to the side.
And I'm assuming there are no lights, no indications of occupancy or habitation or
That's correct.
activity.
It's the middle of the morning. You don't see any lights on in the inside, and you don't see any cars outside the building either.
All right, I go to James. I go, garage or front door?
Let's try the garage first.
All right.
All right. So you approach the garage door, and it doesn't quite feel like it's really locked, but it is very heavy.
Okay, I'm gonna need help lifting this.
Yep, so you can roll body athletics to try to lift it.
All right, no speed? Obviously not.
All right, one success is good enough. And James goes ahead and takes it straight out of your hands, Zavik. The garage door does require a little strength to lift, but it does so with only a begrudging squeak. Inside, the garage is bare. Tool racks at the side are empty, and only oil spills remain on the floor. A simple door leads into the rest of the house.
All right, I'm assuming we're not hearing anything.
You don't hear a single sound.
I tried the door.
You go up to the door and jiggle jiggle. It is locked.
Might as well try the front one.
All right.
You go ahead and take a quick circle around to the front door as well, and jiggle jiggle. It is also locked.
Okay. Well, we have two choices. We can break down this door and be obvious, or we can go back in the garage and break down that door and just close the garage door behind us when we're done.
Okay. Okay.
I go,
Oh,
listen, I get that you're uncomfortable, and I just put a hand on his shoulder. I go, let me take the lead. And I go up back over to the garage. You said there are no tools anywhere. There isn't anything like piece of wood or anything I can use for leverage or like a crowbar, piece of metal or
Correct.
something.
There are none.
Okay, so I guess we're just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. How sturdy does the door feel? Can I tap on
It's
it
an
and see it?
interior door. It feels sturdy enough, but you could maybe try to put some weight into it and see if it goes down.
I suggest you kick it. It's better. If we're going to do this, you're going to have to kick it, not lunge at it.
Okay, so can I? Is that another athletics roll?
Yep. Go ahead and do body athletics to try to just break down the door with a single kick. There you go with 2 successes. That is enough. You go ahead and aim for just around the side of the doorknob and push in on it. And of course, while it is sturdy enough to maybe handle someone being casually tossed into it, it does break when you try to force it open. And it swings free, allowing you to lead into the foyer. Inside, the house echoes in emptiness, with dust starting to layer on every surface. Discolored sections of the wall show where paintings have been removed, and among the dust is a lingering foul odor of some kind.
Can I identify it?
Uh, right now, sure. Go ahead and roll me Mind Academics. See if you can recognize what this could possibly be while it's so faint. Oh, it looks like the marks thing.
It's still not working, but I rolled a 1 on the first roll, so I'll
It
just take
almost
that.
looked like it was working before. Can I?
No, it's for some reason when you put 1, it actually doubles it.
All right.
It's like
So I
times
guess maybe the
time.
change just has not pushed yet then.
So it's still making it 11d8 as opposed to 1d8.
All right. So we'll just take a look at the first one. That is still
It's a
2.
1.
You do kind of recognize the smell a little bit. It's a little irony. Is that blood?
Yeah, I smell it too. Like, that's blood. That smells like blood.
There you go. All right. Okay. So I look
And
at James. I
rotting
go,
flesh and
head on a swivel. All right. So I guess we're gonna try to follow the scent and make it to the body.
All right. The scent definitely seems to be coming from somewhere above you.
It seems to be coming from upstairs.
All right. Let's go upstairs. Is there anything that we could use is there a fireplace with a poker?
You could go visit another room. You could visit the parlor.
Let's take a quick stop to the parlor and see if we can pick up a poker because unless you got a weapon. Oh, actually, do I have a weapon? Did I ever bring a weapon? What did I have with me in the forest?
I'm not sure you actually had anything.
No, I don't have anything. Okay, so we're just bare knuckling it. All right, let's go.
I know Dante had a shotgun. I don't think
Yeah,
you ever
he
got
was-
a real gun, though.
Nope.
I
And I
also
just got
abandoned the
that.
shotgun.
Yeah. You jerk. So let's check out the parlor. The parlor seems less stripped of possessions than the foyer, but perhaps because the bulk of this room is filled with weighty furniture and a fireplace. A globe in one corner has several yellow flags staked into it, mostly in Central and South America. Empty wine glasses are scattered across the table, scattered and toppled across the coffee table, and several empty bottles long since dry, with small purple stains on the carpeting of the room, just beneath it. In the center of the table, however, is a single wine glass filled with red wine.
All right, I walk over and I check to see how fresh it is. I'm pretty sure I can like either smell it or look at it and see
You
if
put your
it's.
nose to it, and because you identified the scent already, you immediately get a whiff that this is old blood.
Ooh, I go. That's not red wine.
Oh,
All right, I look over to the fireplace. Is there a poker? There should be a poker
Absolutely,
and like
there is a
and like a
poker.
little shovel job too.
Oh
In the
yeah, they come
1920s,
in
they should.
combos. There's even like a little bit of coal still left in the corner.
All right, and as opposed to like modern fake crap, these would be made out of solid cast iron.
Yeah, these
Steel.
are solid chunks of metal. They
All right.
more or less count as a baseball bat here, I think.
Okay, I take the poker. I give James the shovel, and I go. Let's go upstairs.
Poker
Oh
and
boy.
shovel at close with body, speed, fighting, damage +2. It is 2 hands and they are clubs.
Awesome.
The poker is maybe a little dangerous, but you're using it for weight. All right. So you go ahead and try to go upstairs. I would like you guys to roll a mind observation check.
Mind observation. Not so awesome. Ooh.
Just a minute. I'm so. Ew. If we are searching for clues, that's my favorite thing.
This isn't a clue search.
Okay, never mind that.
But I am going to go ahead and choose. Yeah, perfect. I'm rolling this off the top of my head. I don't want to roll off the sheet just yet. Oh, these are supposed to be bigger. All right. James, I would like you to roll a dodge check.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, and now I am non-combatant now, so I have extra.
Yep, that's correct.
Let me add the extra D8. I mean D12.
Oof, that's a botch. Well, no, that's not. Never mind. They're both ones. All right. So you take 3 damage in the back of the head as something hits you as you climb up the stairs towards the den. Zamek, when he gets hit in the back of the head, you hear a solid slap as something has definitely struck him, and you hear it rolling down the staircase.
Right, that means you have to reduce the damage to 0, so you have to make a soak roll. And
Yes,
then
that's right. Go ahead and give me your body endurance to try to see what you soak up first, and then we'll tap things.
Could you repeat that? Oh, right,
You were
body
soaking
endurance.
3 damage, so we're going to start with body endurance. And you're wearing a handy outfit, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you have soaked it down to 2. Now you will have to tap things to reduce it to 0. So, what do you plan to tap?
Let's.
everybody
Injury
has at least
soak?
everyone's got a panic soak. What else do you have?
I got an injury soak, a disbelief soak, and a panic soak.
Okay, and you have to soak how many points?
2, I think.
Just 2.
Just 2. Well, panic soak is the easiest to recharge because it recharges as soon as you can get out of harm's way. So you can
Panic
tap
soak it
that.
is.
All right, you become panicked. Ah!
Who's
Okay,
there?
so what rolled down the stairs? I'm assuming it's some sort of booby trap or something.
You turn around and go take a look to pick it up. And when you pick it up, it looks to be a very solid-looking rock.
Was it tied to a rope, or did it just look like it fell?
Looking around, you don't really see where it came from or any sort of device it could have possibly been attached to.
Okay, and I'm assuming that James is panicking right now.
Yes.
Okay, so I am just going to take a leap here, and I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna run up the stairs.
All right, you go ahead and take a run up the stairs and get to the top. And
What do I see?
you're there in the den. Let me go ahead and give you a yellow token real quick. So you rush up the stairs, and let me describe what the den looks like. The den seems less filled with dust than other rooms, but the smell from downstairs is stronger here. Large sheets of canvas paper cover various bits of furniture around the room, but disturbingly, there appear to be holes cut into it, with fabric and cotton spilling out from the furniture underneath as if the couches and armchairs had been murdered. Around the walls, marks have been cut into the wood through the flowery wallpaper, and a few family portraits still hanging have red paint circling them like bullseyes, and more tears from whatever pot shots were taken at them.
These marks, are they claw marks, gun marks, weapon like knife marks or something?
You take a closer look, and it looks like they're knife marks on the walls, but on the portraits, it looks like probably something heavy like that rock may have hit them.
And I guess I look in the direction of where the rock came from. What's in that area?
You turn around, and that's just sort of where the stairwell is. The
Am I
hall
still-
leads into other bedrooms and studies here.
Am I still panicked?
You are for the moment. I was about to ask, what do you do as your friend rushes up the stairs? You stay downstairs alone.
No. I go up. I follow.
All right.
No, I follow Zombie.
Okay.
All right, and I just turn around and I go, okay, that was weird. There's no one up here, but something it's like, but I look out, I point at the wall, I was like, obviously something happened up here. You still have your shovel?
Yes.
All right, keep that handy. All right, let's make it down the hallway and see what else there is in this freak show.
Which way are you going to go towards? The bedrooms or the study?
Let's try the study first.
Okay. The two of you head to the study. Let me go ahead and find that here. Aha. Oh, is that the right one? Hold up. Boop-a-doo. Then. Here we go. In the study, there is not a single book or piece of paper left. It has been stripped bare to the bone, save for empty shelves and a desk.
Nothing
Am
on
I
the
still
desk.
panicked?
What were you about to say, Hugo?
There's nothing on the desk because everything's completely bare.
It definitely seems so. You could investigate the room if you like.
I would like.
Is it just a plain table, or is it actually like a desk with drawers and stuff?
It's a desk. It has drawers. You can look under it too and all that.
I'd like to do it too. If I'm not panicking not to do it.
You can definitely take a moment to look around.
All right, yeah, I just randomly pull some drawers and see if there's anything left. In anything. I would imagine if it's stripped bare, there's nothing but detritus. So I imagine at this point, unless we find some interesting piece of detritus glue, there isn't anything of note in the room.
Okay, so let's do a mind observation.
Let's do one.
Both of you, go ahead.
Okay.
All right. Do either of you have anything else you want to tap? Or are we just going to go ahead and go with that? Because you will not find anything with just ones each. Oh, James, you're wearing a handy outfit, aren't you?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll a d8. You're an investigator. Hey, there we go. 2. You go ahead and pull out some of your tools, and you realize that there's something taped to the bottom of this desk underneath one of the drawers. On the underside, a bit of tape adheres to a piece of paper with an address written on it. Hastily scrawled, it seems.
I found this.
Good man. What does it say?
There's an address on here. I
Good job! Now it's mine! And I'm going to go ahead and roll Scare. As a small, child-sized creature appears in the doorway, holding a knife.
And I go, oh, you must be the guy who throws rocks.
This is going to be a frightened stunt on his part. And we're going to go ahead and aim at Hugo because the other person is already pretty scared. So let's see. I need to just go over what I needed for that again. That is body, will, and presence. He has to do this, and I'm going to ask you guys to roll body, will, and presence, or Hugo will. You need to beat a 6. All right, that is a 4. That is not good enough. You are.
However, I do have intimidate as a favorite. Does that give me something?
You could re-roll that 1 if you want. I'll allow it.
So 1d6. Okay.
Yeah, I also take it you don't have guts.
No, does not sound familiar.
Guts
to me,
is
so I'm
Guts
gonna
is a gift. I don't think he has it, no.
Yeah, I didn't
No.
think so.
Doesn't sound familiar, so I'm gonna say no. Still.
Close, but not quite good enough, unfortunately. And he will go ahead and sweep to James. James, you are officially panicked, terrified of this tiny little creature holding a knife. And Zamek, you likewise are panicked.
Well, at this point, with the rock and everything, if I'm panicked, I'm gonna attack.
But that's the thing with being panicked. The point of being panicked is that you want to run.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
can't
what
attack while you're panicked.
I got that. So, in pivoting to that concept, is there a window or a balcony?
Yeah, give me one moment to move this guy to the token layer.